a year and a half of content. Students must have strong understanding of skills, content, and application of math algorithms and processes. It is not enough to know how to do it. Students need to understand why and when they need to apply their knowledge. Last year, we reviewed current research and added additional data points in order to get a better picture of student skill. Due to the changes in our grading policy, grades are based on student knowledge and not behaviors as they may have been in the past. So we included information from the report card as the teacher input on student knowledge. This does not mean the teacher is recommending advanced placement. It means the teacher has provided a grade that states the student is doing well in the current class. Additionally, we included more data points from NWEA, which is our math online assessment. The previous criteria only provided acceleration points for students who scored in the 80th percentile or above. Our new criteria offers points for the 70th, 80th, and 90th percentile, with students receiving 1, 2, or 3 points respectively. This year, we also added a challenge process, which we have not done in the past, so that students who are within 1 point of the eligibility score can take a performance-based assessment that allows students to show their knowledge in a different way. This was chosen to assess the standards taught at the end of the school year. If the student is within 1 point, we look back at their 2022 SBAC, which is the most recent one, and their second semester end-of-year grade. Those scores together help to determine their eligibility for the challenge process. The score that most parents are struggling with is the use of the SBAC score from the 2021 school year. We developed a list of eligible students in the spring so that schools can create their master schedule and ensure appropriate staffing. Unfortunately, we do not receive the most current SBAC scores until August, and so we're not able to utilize that score to determine the list of eligibility for math placement so that we can create our master schedules. We know the pandemic has impacted our students in a variety of ways. This process is intended to ensure that students are placed in a course they are prepared for. We believe that by using various data points in placing students, we will ensure success in these courses. While the process documents are on our websites, we continue to create additional documents to help our community understand this process and better communicate what we're doing, how we're doing it, and why we are.
Thank you. Can we go on now to Stephen? No okay. Len?
So I just have one quick update on, and I'll use this in lieu of my report, regarding this idea that the board has made unilateral decisions or changes to field trips. Those families that have reached out directly to the board members at the direction of some staff members who have not checked with principals, the policy has not changed. And if you look at the year that the policy was adopted, it has not changed. What did prompt us to look at, we had some very serious accidents that happened, water accidents, that prompted a review to make sure there is strict adherence to the what's outlined in the board policy. So schools have been told that those requests to move forward need to make sure that they have the appropriate supervision. I think one of the biggest pieces we're looking at is hotel rooms and students, particularly younger students, being in hotel rooms unsupervised without adults, given some of the information that we have received from hotels, that there's a policy that students under the age of 18 cannot stay in hotel rooms without an adult in the room. And so we're working through those pieces, but no field trip to Disneyland has been submitted at this time. And we do not have one that has been sent back. We have communicated with some staff members about what needs to be in place. Many of them have said that they think they can get the appropriate supervision in place to meet the guideline. We're also in communication with our insurance company to make sure that what we move forward meets what is outlined in the policy. And so really it is a safety concern that we're just making sure we are very diligent about reviewing those applications and making sure that there is consistent supervision. Again, we're directed people back to their individual school site administrators who have the information and can answer any questions, but I want to clarify, the board has not made any change to the board policy. If you look back for the last 2 years, the board has not revisited the overnight trip or field trip policy. So there has not been a change. What is being looked at, what is every application that comes in must have the appropriate chaperones and consistency with supervision for all students that are going on these overnight trips. I think field trips are a very, we agree that they're a wonderful part of the curriculum and very enhancing for the student experience. We also have a responsibility to balance that with making sure every student is safe and secure. Families trust us, they're in our charge, and we have to make sure that we meet all of the requirements that are outlined in the board policy.
Thank you for those comments. Let's go now to the board members and student board member. Would you like to start us?